What if I tell you an airplane vanished into thin air only to reappear in the middle of an African desert decades later? Imagine the shock, the bewilderment, the sheer incredulity of the locals who stumbled upon this metallic monolith, a relic from another era, standing stark against the endless dunes. Not a soul in sight, no trace of its crew or passengers, just a silent sentinel, a phantom of the skies, left abandoned in the heart of Africa. The authorities were equally puzzled, grappling with questions that seemed to defy logic, let alone the laws of aviation. What journey had this aircraft embarked upon? How did it end up here? And where had it been all these years? This is the story we're about to delve into, a tale of mystery and intrigue that transcends the boundaries of reality. This is no fiction, but a real-life enigma that unfolded over several mysterious years. Our saga begins in the late 1950s, with a plane setting off on what seemed like an ordinary journey. A hum of powerful engines, a whiff of aviation fuel, and the gleaming silver bird took to the skies from a bustling airport nestled in the heart of Europe. It was a day much like any other. The sun was shining, a gentle breeze rustling the leaves. The sky was a brilliant canvas of azure, speckled here and there with fluffy clouds. The weather conditions were deemed perfect for flying, the kind of day pilots dream about. The aircraft, a beacon of engineering prowess of its time, carried a total of 52 souls on board. Each passenger had their own story, their own destination. Some were on a journey home, others seeking adventure, some chasing dreams, and a few simply yearning for the warm embrace of loved ones waiting at the other end of the flight. Their intended destination was a bustling city on the African continent, a melting pot of vibrant cultures and breathtaking landscapes. The flight path was carefully charted, avoiding known hazards and weather systems. The pilot, a seasoned veteran, assured passengers of a smooth flight. The crew bustled about, ensuring each passenger was comfortable, their needs attended to. The hum of conversations, the clinking of glasses, and the occasional laughter filled the cabin, creating an atmosphere of anticipation and excitement. From the control tower to the cockpit, everything seemed normal. The plane was in perfect condition, the crew well trained, and the passengers blissfully unaware of the journey they were embarking on. The flight was expected to be nothing more than routine, a simple point A to B journey that had been conducted countless times before. Yet, as the plane disappeared on the horizon, a sense of foreboding lingered in the air. Unbeknownst to the passengers and crew, they were heading towards an unexpected twist in their journey. Their flight was about to become a page in aviation history, a story whispered in hushed tones across the globe. Little did anyone know, this would be the last known sighting of the aircraft for several decades. Just as everything seemed to be going smoothly, the unexpected happened. It was a day like any other. The weather was clear and the airplane was midway through its course, slicing through the azure African sky. The passengers were settled in, some engrossed in their books, others lost in the stunning aerial views of the vast African desert. The crew was going about their usual tasks. All seemed well. But then, out of nowhere, the communication link with the ground control suddenly went silent. The last message sent by the airplane was a routine update on the flight status, nothing that could indicate any impending doom. The ground control was puzzled. They tried re-establishing the connection, but to no avail. The airplane had vanished from the radar. An eerie silence fell over the control room, punctuated only by the monotonous hum of the machines. In the hours that followed, a massive search operation was launched. Aircrafts soared high and low, crisscrossing the flight's last known route. Ground teams scoured the desert, their eyes scanning the vast expanse for any signs of the missing airplane. Yet, despite their best efforts, they found nothing, not a single shred of evidence that could hint at the airplane's whereabouts. It was as if the airplane had evaporated into thin air. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months, but the search yielded no concrete leads. theories started to swirl around, some rational, others bordering on the absurd. Speculations about a sudden technical failure, a possible hijack, even alien abduction filled the airwaves. Yet, amidst all the chaos and speculation, the fact remained. The airplane was still missing. And just like that, the airplane disappeared, leaving no trace behind. A chilling reminder of how, in a world so advanced and connected, something as large as an airplane can simply vanish, leaving us grappling with unanswered questions and a mystery that continues to baffle us to this day. Fast forward to the 1980s, in the scorching heat of the African desert, a strange sight was spotted. As the sun blazed in the clear blue sky, a group of nomads, wandering across the vast, barren landscape, stumbled upon something that was completely out of place. Amidst the endless dunes of sand, there it was, an airplane, lost and forgotten. The sight was so peculiar, so out of place, that it took a moment for the reality of what they were seeing to sink in. It was as if a piece of the sky had fallen to earth. The airplane, a remnant of a bygone era, stood there, half buried in the sand, its once gleaming metal skin now weathered and worn by time. The nomads approached with caution, their curiosity piqued. As they drew closer, they could see the evidence of the years of exposure to the harsh desert conditions. The airplane was battered and beaten, its wings bent, its body scarred with the marks of time. But it was still largely intact, a testament to the engineering marvel that it once was. Inside the airplane, a haunting silence reigned. The seats were empty, the cockpit abandoned. The only remnants of the people who once occupied the space were a few scattered personal belongings, now faded and covered in a thick layer of dust. There were no signs of the crew or the passengers, no indication of what had happened to them. The discovery of the airplane was a shock, a surprise that sent ripples through the world. Here was a tangible piece of the puzzle, a clue to the unanswered enigma of the lost flight. But it only served to deepen the mystery. The airplane was found. But what of its occupants? Where were they? What had happened to them? In the middle of nowhere, the long-lost airplane was found, but its crew and passengers were nowhere to be seen. As the sun set over the desert, casting long, eerie shadows over the abandoned airplane, the questions remained, echoing in the silence of the desert. Despite the discovery, more questions arose than answers. The enigma of the lost airplane in the heart of the African desert has led to a flurry of theories and speculations, each more intriguing than the last. After all, it's not every day that an airplane disappears and reappears in such a bewildering fashion. Some theories delve into the realm of the supernatural, suggesting the plane was swept up by a vortex of unknown energy. A Bermuda Triangle of the desert, if you will. Others propose a more grounded explanation, arguing that this might be a case of navigational failure, a pilot's misjudgment, or a severe weather anomaly. Perhaps the plane was caught in a rare desert storm, carried off course, and forced to land in an unfamiliar terrain. Or maybe the aircraft was commandeered mid-flight only to be abandoned later. While these theories are fascinating, they are just that, theories. None have been substantiated with concrete evidence. Then there are those who believe in a more sinister plot. Espionage, smuggling, secret government operations. The whispers are endless. But again, without solid proof, these remain within the realm of speculation. What we do know is that the ongoing investigations have yet to provide any definitive answers. International aviation authorities, independent researchers, and even amateur sleuths have been tirelessly working to unravel this mystery. But the desert, it seems, is not ready to give up its secrets just yet. Every new piece of evidence, every lead followed, every theory tested, only seems to lead to more questions. The airplane's flight log, for instance, was found to be mysteriously blank for that fateful journey, and the radio silence, that remains unexplained. The lack of concrete answers, however, does not deter the determined. The quest for the truth continues, fueled by the human instinct to solve the unsolvable, to know the unknowable. Even today, the fate of the passengers and the reasons behind the plane's strange journey remain shrouded in mystery. But as long as the mystery endures, so too will the relentless pursuit of answers. From its unassuming takeoff to its mysterious disappearance and unexpected reappearance, the tale of the lost airplane is one filled with enigma. This is not just a story of a plane that went missing, but a narrative that has captured the imagination of the globe, intertwining the ordinary and the extraordinary, the known and the unknown. The ill-fated flight, once a mere speck in the sky, has now become a symbol of intrigue, a puzzle that refuses to be easily solved. Its disappearance, a moment frozen in time, and its unexpected reappearance, a twist that has rekindled global curiosity. This tale, now unraveled, continues to bewitch us, keeping us on the edge of our seats, our minds filled with questions and theories. Will we ever know the truth? That remains to be seen. As we continue to search for answers, the lost airplane in the African desert serves as a reminder of the enduring mysteries that our world continues to offer.